Hi, Dia Irby here, your local community leader and real estate agent, here to introduce you to another neighbor, someone that's making a difference in your area, in the Bull City. Listen up and see what they have to say. Today, I am delighted to meet with David Coates at Excelsior Classical Academy. And he is a man of many traits. One of the jobs is a coach. He's also in charge of marketing and merchandise and making sure everyone is well branded. How are you today?
I'm doing well. Thank you for this opportunity.
Right now you're coaching
middle school girls basketball.
What is the most fun thing about that?
You know, it's getting to know the kids. I mean, it's a passion. It's what brings me through these doors every day. I mean, to be quite honest with you, they keep me young. My boys are in their mid-20s, so to be around these young people again that especially are passionate about sports, anyone can come here. There's an application process and it's a lottery process that determines admission.
So anyone may want to, and they're welcome to apply, but not everyone gets chosen to come.
Absolutely, and all that can be done on our website.
Tell me about the trophy.
Well, we're in a conference room, and I thought we would jazz it up a little bit, but this trophy is relatively new. I also coach middle school boys baseball, and this is our conference championship trophy from last season.
Is there anything that you want to set the record straight about what it means to coach?
I can speak for myself. Coaching isn't a seasonal thing. You know, when baseball season ends, that doesn't mean the coaching ends. I stay in touch intentionally. Stay in touch with my guys. I'll shout out to them. Baseball team, you better not finish last. You know, I think it's important to get to know these kids on a real level. You know, it's not just about winning and losing and sports. You got to connect with them, you know, as someone that actually cares about them, not someone that cares about winning. You touch their heart. You touch their heart and you do it in a captivating way where they're having fun. And man, it's amazing the growth that you'll see both athletically and academically. I don't have this perfected by any means, but I do try to learn from things that possibly weren't there for me. I certainly had a bunch of inspirational coaches. But I guess raising two boys and seeing the reality of them growing up. You know, it's early on in high school when they would rather be with their friends than be with you and things like that. I try to put myself in the students' shoes. You know, what would drive me? You really have to capture their imagination with effort. You know, if you want to get the most out of them, you really have to captivate them and give them a reason. You know, I have a goal for our season. I shared it with our girls the first day of practice. And I didn't ask them to tell me what their goals were. I was going to allow them time to process that. I was going to allow them time to see the work that I'm putting into this. Because my goal is they will in turn be more confident with putting in the work and receiving the reward. I'm trying to model behavior, not tell people how to act.
Dictate it.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You lead by example. That's the best way to get things done. And I've never been an authoritarian. I'm not a do this, do that, do this. I explain to them why and the importance of it. The biggest thing I could suggest is identify where someone's heart is. If they're in this for the big picture, which is life lessons for these young people. We just happen to be doing it through a sport, whether it be on a basketball court or a baseball field. Same principles apply. Teamwork, leadership, adversity. You know, all of these life examples apply, and I try to translate that and use examples. Don't just do what it takes to get by as a coach. Be prepared to put in the work. We just had our first week in girls basketball practice last week, and I already have a playbook because I want the girls to be educated and informed. We only have an hour and a half each day for practice. I want them to be able to go home and learn even if I'm not there in a gym with them. I try to be that prepared to where we're maximizing their time. Obviously their homework comes first, things like that. I don't approach the way that I go about it as this is my way, we're gonna learn it this way. I go in with an open mind. I value input. You know, no one person is always right. And I actually ask the team if this seems too complicated, let me know, and we will scrap it and apply a different offensive set. It's like I told them, you give me endurance and physical ability, and that will beat talent every day of the week. Because with endurance, you're going to be making the layup while talent's catching up. Play smart, we're going to play fast, we're going to play physical. And that's kind of our initial team motto. And I just remind them of that. But they have a say. It's like I said, you need to start absorbing information like a sponge absorbs water, because we only have 15 more days of practice left before our first game.
That is crazy.
So we just need to start taking it all in. We play December 9th against Voyager. That's our first basketball game. The development of children, and I say children, but kids between 6th grade and 8th grade, not just physical development, but their athletic ability. They grow like weeds just in those 2 years. And that's when reality set in with me, because my boys, it has been so long since they were that young. I didn't realize how much kids grow in those 2 years, but it's incredible.
What advice do you give to parents to be the supportive parents?
Yeah. I love our parents. Our parents are passionate, and I want our kids to be passionate. Especially early on, communication can be interpreted the wrong way. I would ask that parents just remain open-minded, let the process take its course, and know that you're going to be included in every decision that we make. Not necessarily plays we run or who starts, who doesn't, but certainly the program as a whole. We have applications that we use on our phones, TeamSnap being the one we use, where we don't send direct communication to the students, we send it to the parents, and the parents relay it to the students.
What do you love about the area and working at this school?
I grew up in Durham. I'm from Durham originally.
Whoa,
and,
a Durhamite.
I went to Northern High School, graduated, 1987, yeah, that's right, I gave up my age there. And then I moved away once I graduated from college. And the coincidence of my situation is I came back to Durham rather unexpectedly. I was diagnosed with organ failure and was required to go to Duke and receive a transplant. My transplant was in March of 2021. And I had a 3-month recovery time where I could not lift more than 5 pounds. Kim Carpenter, who is our athletic director for middle school, and she's been a friend of mine for years. Once I was able to lift more than 5 pounds, she reached out and asked if I'd be interested in coming to the school and just helping put furniture together. So I did, and I just enjoyed being out, because one thing I cannot do is sit in a room and watch daytime TV. I learned that in those 3 months. So that one thing led to another, and then another, and then the conversation of baseball. It just has kind of taken off. My background is in marketing and design, so that was a natural fit, and it just kind of led to all these other opportunities, and I'm incredibly blessed to be here, because little did I know the impact these kids will have on me. And I guess my ultimate goal is to impact them the way they impact me. From the moment I got here, it just felt right. And there weren't many other options at that time. I hadn't planned on working at the school. I've always been in a corporate environment in my professional life. Once I arrived, it was easy to see this is a place that I want to be.
What do you love most about Durham?
It's not Duke. I'm a Tar Heel, so I'm a big North Carolina fan. My brother is from here, he's a big NC State guy, but Durham's home, no matter how you want to look at it. And trust me, I've been away long enough to know, when you go to a new town, there's so many unknowns about where to go and where to, and Durham, I know exactly. I mean, it's changed a lot since I was a kid. It has. But still, I know exactly where I'm going and where everything is. It's just home. It's like you don't have to think twice.
Have you heard the expression, keep it dirty, Durham?
Yeah, the dirty D.
Is there any last message you would like to tell people?
Coaching doesn't just stop at the end of the season. We think about that. We think about that often here at Excelsior. We have a tremendous opportunity on December 11th we will be playing Discovery Charter in a scrimmage game during halftime of the North Carolina women's game versus Wofford. So we will be going to Chapel Hill, and
Wow.
And it's just a tremendous opportunity, hopefully, that these young girls will remember for a lifetime. But just to give them that exposure, those that may not have been to a big college campus.
That is exciting.
I mean, as a North Carolina fan, that's not the best of both worlds. I love the school and I love North Carolina, you know.
Totally.
And hopefully they'll have an opportunity to meet players and coaches and just kind of see the venue.
Well, David, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Coach,
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Our opportunity to talk with you today and let the community know a little bit about one of the fabulous leaders that we have making a difference in people's lives and in the community.
Well, I really appreciate it. Thank you.
All right, bye.
Bye-bye.
Wasn't that fascinating? We have wonderful people in the Bull City area. If you or someone you know would like to be interviewed, featured on this website, on the right side of the website, there is a place to click, Request to be Interviewed, and it will send me a message. You'll put some information in and I'll get right in touch with you. Until next time, see you around the city.